so far.
And how about Taeja?
Yeah.
None, right?
Yeah.
So I think these guys are pretty even going into this
Wow.
match.
Yeah. Probably.
Okay.
Hyun, if I'm gonna make a prediction on what he's gonna do, it's probably gonna be gasless into Roach.
I think that's a pretty safe bet for Hyun.
He likes that on this
This guy
map.
likes roaches.
Yeah.
Looks like we see a refinery opening coming out from Taeja. Going to be pretty standard early Reaper. Probably a 15 hatch from Hyun, it looks like.
Yep.
You think early gas for Hyun, or do you think he'll do gasless on the
He
double
actually usually does gasless on this map. I've played him a lot of times on this map.
And I mean, 3 Reaper isn't too common on this map, so the gas doesn't come in too much handy. Most of the time, it's just 1 Reaper into reactored Marines.
Yeah.
I'm seeing the 3 Reaper opening a lot less, almost universally now. It seems like
Yeah.
very few
Yeah.
people. And it's weird. I understand that it puts some of the Terran stuff a little bit more behind, but man, those 3 Reapers can be really annoying sometimes.
Especially on
Oh, there's
Catalina.
gas actually.
Oh, there is gas.
Yeah, it's very map dependent, I'd say, the free Reaper opening. It's very good on Catalina, and I think it's good on Foxtrot also. But yeah, on Overgrowth, it's not like there's only one spot you can jump in, right? So,
Sure.
Um,
Indeed, we do see the Reaper crossing the map.
That's
gonna-
actually the SCV Destiny.
Yeah, I know. I meant the Reaper's almost done. Okay, you need to calm down over there.
I wonder
Wow.
if
Okay,
he's
okay.
gonna make a bunker.
Oh my god, actually, I've always wanted to ask a good Terran this question. Why do you SCV scout and Reaper scout? Is it to check for an early pool, or?
If you do the 1 Reaper into reactor, like take pool, they can sneak the links around the Reaper and cancel the CC.
Okay, so I've
So-
heard people say that. Has that ever happened before? I've never actually seen that before in my entire life.
sure.
Did that,
It
people
has
do that?
happened.
Okay.
Yeah, the 13 pool was pretty popular for a while. There's still a lot of people playing it.
Okay.
Hyun used to play it almost every game, but he has toned it down a bit.
Okay.
So,
I guess I just haven't seen it as much recently. So.
yeah.
Good micro on these lings, pulling back the damaged ones.
Yep.
We do see
Taeja
speed on the way.
trying to poke in here, not able to get very much damage done. Just shooting the lings. All the drones safe so far. Not a single ling died actually, and the queen is out, so these lings are going to be safe. Nice micro on Hyun there, deflecting that Reaper pretty well.
And not a single kill for the Taeja so far. He is going for the 1 Reaper into reactor and second gas.
We do see 2 lings kind of chasing away that SCV from building the CC. He must have snuck those out through a side path.
Yep.
Wow. I thought the SCV scout was supposed to prevent that, bunny.
From pool first, not from hatch first. But
Yeah,
yeah,
sure.
we saw it was very fine.
There's one ling over here, can just chill and scout later on for a third, not much.
I'm pretty curious what he's gonna do with the second gas. Usually you don't get the second gas with the reactor opening. Maybe Banshee?
I'm feeling Banshee.
Oh, he's making another Marine, so this is the medevac build, and he's probably gonna make an armory to get Hellbat, so that's why he's getting the second gas.
Very true.
Guess I was wrong.
Usually I think you would see the starport built a little bit closer to the racks as well, so that they can swap them very quick instead of part like that too.
That's true.
Just
Way to
Terran
rub it in.
things.
Rub it in.
Taeja actually already played this build this tournament, and he beat Saxter with it pretty one-sidedly on merry-go-round. So we're gonna see if Hyun can pull out better defense than Saxter did.
Is this build going to be very similar to the one that we saw Flash?
No, this is much faster.
Okay.
Because there's no stim and there's only 1 medevac, and yeah, this is like one of the fastest timings you can do as Terran. Hyun is getting a Baneling nest, so that's good. If he didn't get that and only relied on links, there's just no way he's gonna hold this. He needs to find out that it's coming though. He hasn't scouted anything yet, I think. So when you see 1 Reaper into reactor, it's already, you gotta be a little bit like suspecting that this is coming.
Sure, there is an Overlord for Hyun scouting over Taeja's natural. He'll be able to see stuff leaving if it goes out the side, but he's not going to be able to see this medevac coming.
And he doesn't have
He
the
doesn't have the
tower, so
watchtowers
yeah,
either.
he's not gonna see it, and he's making spores, so you think it's a Banshee build?
He is going to see, I think he'll see it by the
Yeah,
Overlord?
he's making lings now.
Oh,
And he does have a lot of queens out already. So I think Hyun holds this.
Yeah, maybe. This is still a lot of Hellbats.
yeah, that's going to be 6 Hellbats
Yeah.
finishing here. 12 lings in production, 26 lings in production now for Hyun. We do not have any Banelings on the map. 5 Banelings morphing now. Taeja kind of taking his time back here. I'm surprised not to see him push almost immediately. Oh,
Here
a
come
few.
the Hellbats.
He's giving Hyun time to get these Banelings out. The 5 Banelings are almost finished.
Yeah, that's... Taeja does need to split his Hellbats up here very shortly. these banelings coming forward. Oh, splitting apart.
Ooh, so
able to kill 3 Hellbats
really
immediately.
I think Hyun will hold this. Yeah, the
Hyun-
queens are doing so much. They get the medevacs, that's so big. And he also has the spores now for the Banshee follow.
That was a beautiful hold by Hyun.
Hyun deflecting that attack flawlessly.
What a guy.
Very nicely done, making 11 drones now behind this. Taeja just now starting his third, not doing the damage I think he was looking to do with an attack like that.
Yeah, perfect defense for Hyun. The only thing he's missing here is a spore at the third. So this Banshee with Cloak could actually do a lot here at the third base. And he is moving his spore or making it. Yeah, moving. Okay.
Yeah, that's
good
play.
We see the spore moving. Hyun is going to need to grab a few more banelings or something to deal with these Hellbats.
Oh, good micro on that queen. Oh, he does lose it.
Targeting the Banshee, and this Banshee does take a few spore crawlers.
Banshee needs the cloak, and the cloak is activated. Fearlings coming in, not quite able to clean up these Hellbats. Hyun's third mineral line here is in danger.
These 2 Hellbats are going to do so much.
See a Fearlings coming in, able to pick off the Marine in the back. These drones just kind of kiting around the hatchery, hopefully not to die to the Hellbats.
Oh, good position. Really
Yeah,
nice position on this
they're
one.
all the 2 Hellbats surviving with so low health, and the Banshee just...
Still alive.
Yep.
Just picking away those drones. Kind of found a weak spot in the defense.
Yeah.
Yep, but the spore will provide enough vision so that even if it could cloak, the queen would be able to finish it off. Banshee's just kind of hiding at the side there.
There is just now finishing for Hyun, so we can make an overseer now.
We have a lot more.
But this is a
Hellions
lot
coming
of
down.
Hellions coming in, and does Hyun have any links? Like, he's making 6, but
That's not enough.
Yeah, there's no maps on the Ling right now for Hyun. I don't think Hyun was expecting Taeja to continue following this up with more Hellbats. There are a lot of drones that are going to die here.
Yeah.
These Hellions coming in and roasting almost every drone at the third. 22 workers, 23 workers killed so far for Taeja, 24. These Hellbats are just terrorizing this resource line. Banshee getting picked off by the queens, but these Hellbats are making short work of these queens at the same time.
and what looked like to be such a good defense for Hyun has kind of fallen apart a little bit.
I think he almost expected just a normal follow-up, but Taeja didn't let up on that aggression.
Yeah, he just kept going with it, and now Taeja is in a pretty good position, I feel. Yes, the 1-1 on the way is faster than Hyun's, and he has better economy also.
Yep, his third is floating over there. It'll be landed shortly. Taeja with actually a Harvester lead right now. Again, 24 Harvesters killed during that last harass, puts them in a pretty good spot, I think. We do see Hyun trying to pick off some Hellions here in the middle of the map with some Lings. I don't know if this was, well, it actually definitely was not
that
worthwhile.
Was not worth it. He killed like 2 Hellions for all those Lings.
And now I feel like Hyun is in a lot of trouble. He's behind on almost everything. Yeah.
His upgrades are later, his army is smaller, his supply is weaker overall, and he's got an inferior harvester count, not even including the fact that there are 3 mules raining down at a time now for Taeja on that new third.
Yeah. I really liked what Taeja did this game. It was so good with the continued Hellion and Banshee production. Just kept on putting on the pressure, and Hyun doesn't have any creep spread either. He has been fighting with his queens all this time, so he's had no time to spread creep at all.
He is starting to get it down now. As easy as we spoke earlier about how easy it is for Zerg to take that fourth in the corner, it's actually very difficult to hold if you, for some reason, can't get creep spread out there in time.
Yeah.
It's very easy for the Terran to just split it off and to just run down there and kill the fourth while you're trying to struggle to get out there. And I love what Taeja's doing here, being very aggressive with these Hellions to make sure the creep isn't spread anymore. Very, very good positioning here by Taeja. Just swinging on in, checking for the fourth, and then backing off.
The 2 Banshees maybe gonna clear some creep. Just gonna clear the watchtower there. Baneling speed is done for Hyun, and Taeja is pushing out with his first 2 medevacs, and I'm guessing that he either wants to clear the creep or try to deny the fourth. That's usually what you do with this push.
We do see 1-1 is finished for the Terran army. Also finished for the Zerg army as well, though, so not as significant as it could be.
He repaired the Banshees up, so that's 2 full HP Banshees. Those are going to be very annoying for Hyun to deal with.
Those
These
should target
queens-
fire the Banelings.
Yeah.
Queen's exhausted of all their energy because of the creep that they had just spread. I don't know why Taeja didn't go and clear that creep. Well, he didn't want to step too far forward because he sees all the links down there with the Banshees, I guess.
Yep. I actually think it would have been possible for Taeja to cancel that fourth, but
Maybe
playing
not.
it safe for now, and he is ahead, so...
He's so far ahead on supply as well. Almost 33 supply ahead.
Yep.
Yeah, and Bunny
That's wrong.
and Kane both mentioned earlier, Taeja, one of those players that just likes to play kind of a more safe-ish macro game. So with him already being in a very advantageous position, I guess it's not too surprising to see him lead the fourth. Why risk it? He knows that he already has a pretty massive lead. Continue to build upon that lead and then go for a larger attack later.
He actually was a bit slow with starting his 2-2 upgrades, so those are synced up with Hyun's upgrades now. So that's one thing Hyun is going for him, but still, it's looking so hard here.
Yeah, even at that, I don't think, as Zerg, you don't usually want your upgrades to be evenly timed. I think you want them to be like 20, 30 seconds. So there's at least some window for you to, So you have that window to come in and do a big attack where you've got the upgrade advantage. Always feels really good.
And Taeja now pushing into that small hallway on the right side. Hyun has the possibility of getting a really good fight here with the Banelings, but Taeja doesn't look like he's going too far in.
And Taeja being very conservative with his army here, not willing to step forward and risk everything on that creep. Just kind of fighting at the very outskirts. He's already got the mines burrowed so that he can back up into them as Hyun chases him off the creep if he should choose to do so.
Yep.
But he shows a lot of respect for Hyun, I think. He's not trying to kill him right away. He's just taking his time and just playing the safe game.
Yeah, that's also Taeja's style in this matchup. He's very... Yeah. And here come the bit fights. Not the best Banelings, connecting on all the Hellbats instead of the Marines. And
a lot of Marines left over.
Oh, and these two Banshees in the main just terrorizing everything. Very, very annoying here. Nice work on Taeja. Also deflecting Hyun's aggression down near his defense of the fourth. We see Hyun coming again. I'm not sure if he's watching here. Ends up pulling back his army. Not too many Lings on the ground for Hyun.
And the two Banshees in the main did so much. That's so unusual for Banshees this late in the game. Hyun coming in with more Banelings, but just a few too many Marines for Taeja.
Oh, Taeja doing a very good job running forward, picking off a few Banelings as they try to retreat off creep. Taeja streaming units across the right side of the map. The Banshee's still doing damage in the natural. Hyun just not in a good position. A 36 supply deficit right now.
Yeah, he does have 2-2 now. Okay, for 5 seconds he had 2-2, but...
Trying to create more Banelings. It doesn't look like he's going to be able to save this fourth, though. Tries to bring his army around.
Yeah, there's a 4 here now, and there's no Mutalisk left for Hyun. Taeja just overwhelming.
And will GG out. Taeja taking the first game down 1-0.
Turns out Taeja's pretty good.
Yeah, pretty... I don't really want to say convincing game, because there was some point in the game where Hyun was looking really good. Like the first attack, he really did well against that. But then just the follow-up from Taeja was so well played and so clean that, yeah, Hyun's like one of the top 2 maps for Terran. Either this or Nimbus, in my opinion.
I think it depends more on the spawning positions on Nimbus. If you get cross, it's not so bad. But on this map, every position is hell.
Really?
Oh, I think so. I think so.
There's so many cliffs for Terran to abuse on this map. Like it's hard to get a good fight as Zerg, I feel.
I think in this map, I think that if you spawn with the Terran clockwise? If he would have spawned in the bottom right, one of those two. If Hyun is in the bottom right here, I think that's like a little bit more manageable, because at least your expansions are kind of like moving away.
Okay.
Although in these positions, like in this position, like your 4th and 5th are always like kind of close to the Terran, unless you go way to the bottom left of the map.
Yeah. I know what you're saying. I agree.
Yeah. Also, I think one thing that I really like here, I hope we see it. I don't know if we don't. I know that the ramp maps, with all the ramps, are like really good for Terran to play with the ramps. They're also...
You want to see burrowed Banelings?
Yeah, they're so good for burrowed Banelings. It's so predictable where the Terran army will move.
Yeah.
You only have to do it one time. You burrow Banelings one time, and the Terran has to scan the entire rest of the game to move out. I actually really like maps like this, because burrowed Banelings are so disgustingly effective.
Like King Sejong as well, right?
Oh, yeah.
But look what we have from Hyun. We have that early pool that we were talking about last game.
Yeah, the 13 pool, but Taeja is a CV scouting. He's going to find Hyun in the first position, and he's going to see the links. So just keep the Reaper at home, make the CC on the low ground, and you're going to be fine.
There we go.
Hyun's not happy about this, because now he won't be able to
That's
get
why
any
you're a
damage
CV
done.
scout.
Yeah, I've never actually seen it work in a game before, and now it has. I'm happy that I saw it. Now
I learn something every day, don't you?
believe the magic.
Yeah.
So Hyun, that's a really shitty spot to be in now with the Lings because you don't. What do you?
I guess he killed the SCV, but
Yeah, but I mean, like,
find these, but
you can't do anything against like the supply depot. Oh, is he gonna start the CC on the low ground regardless?
yeah, that's.
Oh, okay, you just defend with the Reaper.
Yeah, yeah.
Taeja's got some pretty big cojones.
I guess if the
You
Lings
can
come in and try to get the SCV, you can just kind of cancel with the SCV and just like run around. While
Yeah,
the
that's
Reaper's
true.
And you can see he saw from the timing of the hatchery, he knows it's not like some quick speed build, so this is just fine for Taeja. And the one thing that this does for Hyun is, like, it kind of wards off the Reaper, because we were talking about how good Reapers were in this map. So this opening, the Reapers are not going to be able to do any damage back to Hyun, at least.
Very true. We do see this one Reaper coming in, vowing to prove Bunny wrong. Trying to kill a drone here.
Come on,
Is he gonna? Nope.
Good micro.
Reaper chased up into the high ground, another queen waiting for it, and this Reaper is just going to hop off harmlessly into the 3rd/4th, whichever base this ends up being. Probably the 4th.
Free CC. So much more passive than last game. I don't even want to say standard, because I feel like free CC is not even that standard anymore for TVC. Like, Terran is doing a lot more aggressive build nowadays.
All the Hellbat builds and the Cloak Banshee builds seem to be far more common now than the 3CC.
Yeah.
Although at one point in time, 3CC was like every single game.
Yeah, every single game. At the start of Heart of the Swarm. And Taeja not making the tech lab right away. He's making one Marine. I guess that's just to ward away the Overlord.
These Reapers are a little bit woozy here. Do you think these guys were out partying last night?
I think they're just hanging out close to the cliff so they can jump up with those
Gotcha.
Reapers.
We see the Overlord being chased off by the lone Marine. I think Hyun can get that Overlord out safely. I don't think he should lose
He
it.
should be able to, yeah. I know one thing Hyun likes to do against 3CC is the Roach Baneling bust. He has always been very fond of that.
That's true.
So we could see that in this game.
But I feel like Taeja isn't the type of player to die to stuff like that. Maybe I'm wrong.
No, his micro is so good, but we do see the Roach Warren coming down, so
We also see a 3rd hatchery going up pretty early as well.
I see the roach one.
I almost feel like when you're going for this 3CC build, if Zerg goes Roach Bane, it's kind of hard to like get ahead in that situation, because I feel like the Roach Bane always does some amount of damage, and if the Zerg is very good at transitioning, they can still be in an okay spot, even if Terran defends pretty well. Like, as long as you don't have Starport to make benches, you're just going for the free Rex defense.
And I think we're almost definitely going to see some Roach Bane here. Only 2 gases being ran at the moment. Gases 3 and 4 not being dropped at all. So it looks like we are going to see lots of larvae being saved up as well, with a lot of Overlord space too. We are going to see some form of Roachling aggression here from Hyun into Taeja's natural.
Yep, 9 roaches on the way. And
Right.
Hyun is so good at this. Like, he has been doing this for years. So he has a lot of experience doing Roach Bane against Terran. And from my experience playing him, he's very good at like reading if you're going free CC without Starport, and then trying to punish with like this build. So
Is
we'll
Taeja going to be able to identify?
he needs
going
to
on
see
here?
it with the Hellions, and then he needs to make like 4 extra bunkers. You cannot
Yeah.
take this lightly. Like, you need so many bunkers to defend this.
He does scout it with the Reaper though, so he knows what's coming now.
Yep. He's making a Marauder. That's good.
That's smart, yeah.
And he's making
And
more
we do
bunkers,
see
3
yep,
bunkers.
more bunkers coming as well. Very good.
Yeah, 3 more bunkers. 4, yeah. In general, you're going to want 5 in total versus this, I feel. So Taeja making just the right amount.
And we see some Widow Mines coming out too, so if those manage to get a lot of Banelings, I feel like Taeja can hold quite easily, but it kind of depends on those, I think.
Yeah, Widow Mine shards are always going to be very important. Yeah, just the perfect reaction from Taeja, really. Like, we're going to see if Hyun can make this work. He's morphing 11 Banelings.
He had 4 other Banelings more somewhere. I'm not sure where they were. They might be the
Yeah.
natural.
There they come.
Like the way Taeja is using the Hellions to just try to cut off the Ling reinforcements, because they're not going to be able to fight the Roaches. So
And here we go. The Banelings coming up the ramp, smashing through the first bunker, looking to
the
move
Widow
around.
Mine, it does kill the Banelings, but does kill them close to the bunker, so
Yep,
Yeah,
those Banelings able to get their damage out onto the bunkers. We see the Roaches fighting at the top of the ramp here. Not very many SCVs killed at all, though. Only 1 worker killed.
yeah. And Hyun is not going for the transitional play. He's just making more Lings and more Banes, so he really wants to end the game with this.
I don't know if he's going to be able to. So far, Taeja holding immaculately, not losing only a single SCV dying to the initial push. The cooldown
Yeah.
on the mines refreshed, more bunkers going up.
And now there's
1-1
3
almost
mines.
finished.
Oh, that
another
mine.
massive mine takes out a huge group of Zerglings. 3 mines burrowed now. And Hyun backing off the aggression, drones being morphed.
Yeah,
Not
that's
at
the end
all
of
what,
that.
not at all what Hyun wanted to do. 38 to 48 harvesters in favor of Taeja at the moment. 1-1 almost finished.
Yeah, this is such a tough spot for Hyun. Like, I kind of would have liked to see him go for the transition a bit earlier. Like all these extra links, they're not really doing anything.
Well,
I guess you can kill the Hellions.
To be fair, even if he would have transitioned immediately, I mean, the initial attack did almost nothing. I mean, it was 3 CC plus 2 engineering base, and he couldn't kill more than 1 SCV. Like,
yeah, but Taeja pulled like 15 SCVs or something to repair, and he made 4 bunkers, so
Yeah.
it's still like an investment for Taeja. But now Hyun is gonna have to deal with medevacs without having Mutalisk for a long time, and that's always
and an
hard
upgrade
for him.
disadvantage as well.
I wouldn't
Yeah.
be surprised if we didn't see Midas at all this game. I think Hyun might just go into a Roach Bane with a 1-1 and maybe Roach speed and Baning speed.
Oh, the mines. There's 4 mines
Oh,
here.
good
but
job by Hyun though.
Good micro by Hyun, yeah.
Very nice.
And this
spreading.
is very good for Hyun, I feel. He's going to be able to delay the third so much more, killing so many units from Taeja. And just Taeja pulling all those SCVs to repair, and the delay to his infrastructure is actually really big. Like, he didn't have a lot of units to secure that third.
But look at the upgrades. Taeja's starting 2-2 as Hyun is starting his 1-1. So he has a big advantage in that regard.
Yeah.
Oh, and the creeping
the
drop
creep,
by the
yeah.
Overlord is
So good.
so annoying.
That's dirty.
Literally.
Yeah.
You see a few more links here running in kind of scouting-ish. I'm not entirely sure what's going on here. Maybe just misrallied.
Yeah, maybe trying to detonate the Widow Mines onto Taeja's army.
Maybe,
But
yeah.
yeah, Kane, you are right. He's going for the Roach Bane, it looks like. And this is always a pretty good follow-up to like
A
the
Roach Bane.
Yeah. more Roach Bane. I mean, you already have all the things you need, right?
Yep.
So,
and we
yeah.
do see a drop heading out, but it is going to be spotted by an Overlord right away. So yeah, he's going to drop that and kill the Overlord.
Pretty much the only reason why I never ever play styles like this is because dealing with drops, like, it's just so
Yeah.
absolutely infuriating.
It's really hard, but Hyun has a lot of experience with this, so he is one of the players who are very good at defending drops with only roaches and lings. Taeja trying to clear some creep, it looks like. Yeah.
I feel like if Hyun's going to have a timing where he's at 1-1 as well as Taeja. So I feel like he's able to hit in that timing before Taeja's 2-2 finishes. He might have a good shot,
Yeah, he might.
but it's going to be close.
He's getting overload speed. I guess that's pretty normal. It's not very expensive. I'm not sure if he wants to attack though. He's making a 4th and he is making 5 more drones, so maybe he just wants to be a little bit safe and defend with the Roach Bane. He is getting the melee upgrades also.
I think the melee upgrade, I think, is so that the Banelings still one-shot Marines.
I think so.
I think it's necessary otherwise.
Do they? With +1?
If the Marines have upgrades, don't they?
I think so. I know that Hyun really likes 1-1 with this style. That's all I know.
funny, you should know this.
I should know, I guess, but I don't think they one-shot Marines. Nah, that can't be right.
We do
Sure.
see 2-2 and Aspire coming out though, so yeah, maybe he just wants to defend with Roach Bane.
Oh, we do see, yeah,
and
the fire is
transition to
coming.
Bane.
Yep, the Roach.
And I think Hyun's going to wait for a few more Bane before he engages.
Yep. And here comes Hyun. He's gonna try to get the mines onto Taeja's army. And
Good, really nice splitting by Hyun.
yeah,
He-
pretty good so far by Hyun. But the 2-2 advantage for Taeja is, like, the Marines are so good versus the Lings, and the Roach is gonna have to retreat now.
3-3 started for Taeja too, keeping on top of those upgrades to make sure that upgrade advantage stays his for as long as possible. 38 Lings in production, 11 Banelings being produced to Spire, seconds away from finishing for Hyun.
Yep. And Taeja, he can just keep trading all day with this upgrade advantage. It's gonna be so good for him. He's killing all the Lings. The Roach is the only thing remaining here.
And the Roaches
And-
aren't doing much damage.
No. But I guess at the same time, they're like not really as affected by the upgrade disadvantages as the Lings, because they can still like do a lot of damage. And now Hyun is making the Mutalisk transition, so yeah. Good defense by Hyun so far, I feel.
I feel like that once that 3-3 finishes though, Hyun's going to be in a rough spot.
Yeah. Taeja definitely has the upper hand in this game. Just the tech advantage is so huge. And there's
Yep. Although for having the upper hand, I mean, Hyun seems to be holding on pretty well.
Yeah, he does have 4 bases. He doesn't have that much creep at his 4th base, which is kind of hard. And Taeja's 3rd is in like perfect position to push towards Hyun's 4th. There's a little squad of Ling Bane on the other side of the map. I wonder if he's gonna be counter-attacking with that.
Yeah, it looks like with the mutas as well. Considering how poorly this game opened for Hyun, I think he's putting up a really good fight. The game doesn't feel like horribly one-sided right now. It feels pretty one-sided, but not horribly one-sided. I think that Hyun definitely still has a decent chance here. A better chance than I would have guessed given how the game opened.
Yeah, but it's kind of like what I talked about. The Roach Bane is very good against the free CC. Like, you force a lot of, like, a very heavy reaction from Terran. You're pulling SCVs off, making a ton of bunkers, delaying everything, so. Hyun's counterattack is going in here with the Lings, but Taeja very quick reaction time, raising the depot, and
This won't get much done.
shut down.
Oh, we have a big fight going on here in the middle, but no Banelings for Hyun. He's not able to engage this army.
Oh, there they
There
come.
are the
There
Banelings.
they are. And
All the mines being inferred for
went
Taeja.
off.
Hyun trying to sweep in with the mines burrowed.
Oh.
Pulls back.
That could have been ugly.
That could have been very ugly. Yeah. Man. Taeja sitting back a bit more, waiting for his free. I think he's gonna go with free, right?
46 Lings in production for Hyun here. I think Hyun is in a very strong position now. If he can get that 3-3 started soon, I mean, very powerful army on the ground, almost maxed out, working on setting up his 5th base here.
Yep. Is he looking to engage here? That's...
A little sloppy, trying to retreat his army here. Very sloppy.
Yeah.
Losing about 8 Banelings and a couple Roaches there for free. Obviously not what Hyun wants. Is that a burrowed Ling? Oh.
Yeah. You really want to see those burrowed.
Really want to see.
Yeah.
And it looks like Hyun's going to go for the fight here. We got Lings coming around from the
big
back.
flank with the Lings, so the Banelings are coming in front, but it looks like all the Banelings died.
Yeah, Taeja picked up the majority of his army there and left. 3 full medevacs, dropping Marines back
There's
here.
bunkers here, so no way Hyun can attack into this. He's making 70 more Lings. So. The 1 medevac drop for Taeja going towards Hyun's 5th, but he's getting so many snipes from the Banelings here. Oh, very good connections from Hyun.
Taeja not picking up anywhere near as much of his army that time as he did this battle before, although it looks like there will be a drop down at the 5th while this fight is going on.
Yeah.
Hyun pushed back. Oh, no, never mind.
I think we had a all army hotkey syndrome there. Medevac back. There's already Lings to defend this, so
very nice.
Good play by Hyun. And Hyun is actually big
fully surrounding
but
his army in the middle. Almost all the mutas dead, unfortunately.
Things
Not
are
able
These
to
things just aren't dying.
Things
though.
are just so bad with the upgrades disadvantage. We really need the Banelings to kill off the army, but at the same time, Hyun was so rich. He's making 13 Mutalisks and 10 Banes, but I'm not sure if he can hold on for that long.
This
It does
fourth
look
might
like
go down.
Taeja's going to be able to pick off this 4th. Also a drop at the 3rd, it looks. Oh, no, just 1 Marine.
1 Marine, yeah. I guess the medevac died to the 4th. And the Banelings coming in now, but
This isn't cost
Taeja
effective for
picking
Hyun
up.
now. Oh, big Widowmine hit right there.
yeah.
These mutas running forward, trying to do what they can. Taeja's reinforcements, though, are just so much, with so much good upgrades, so many good upgrades. The Lings just not being able to do the damage you'd expect them to do. The upgrade disadvantage becoming very apparent now as these bio-infantry are just absolutely annihilating Hyun's army.
Hyun does still have that base at the bottom, but I think
It's
Taeja just has too much here.
Yeah, Hyun not even minding that base at the bottom, unfortunately. Trying to come in the middle here. Trying to surround the army with Marines. Taeja kiting back, doesn't even need to. Hyun drops the GG. Taeja will take a 2-0 lead in this series, in this best of 5 against Hyun.
Yeah, I mean, I think everything kind of went wrong for Hyun in the early game there. First, the 6 Lings got scouted, and then the Roach Bane did nothing, and he still put up a pretty good fight. So if I'm Hyun, I'm thinking, okay, next game, hopefully it'll be more even, and who knows, maybe he can, put himself on the scoreboard here.
I think ultimately, I feel like this is probably the... We're not going to see him, don't get my hopes up.
Swarm host.
You're pulling our...
Swarm host.
Yeah,
pulling
this is
an Armani on me here.
I think this is the best map for Swarm Host if you can actually get them out, right?
Yeah, I'd love to see Swarm host on this map.
Yeah, but Hyun is not gonna make Swarm Host.
You don't think so?
No. Hyun doesn't even play with Swarm Host versus Protoss. So
That's true. He did at one point, though.
So Hyun going for the hatch first, Taeja for the CC first.
Indeed.
No,
You
it's
see the
much
15
else
hatch
to say.
started. Taeja going for a CC first.
So I'm curious if Hyun takes gas this game. I guess he does. He's been taking gas the past 2 games, so...
You just go for like a, what is it, like a 440 third? Is that when you make your third if you scout CC first and you just want to be ultra greedy?
Yeah. I make it, like Snoot told me about it, and I tried it, and it feels like you have a lot more economy than a 6-minute third with speed. You just delay your speed and your third and fourth queen and stuff and get that third out really early.
Yeah, I think that's very smart.
Thank you. I'm a very smart guy.
Or Snoot is a very smart guy.
Well, let's not give all the credit to Snoot, I mean.
We do see that Hyun opted for the early gas here, also making his pool as well. I'm not going to see a super fast third. Hopefully it goes down relatively soon. Otherwise, this is a very good opener for Taeja. Looks like he will get that early CC off, not be punished for it.
Hyun could go for overload speed also, right? Instead of speed, maybe?
That's possible, yeah.
He did that against me in this tournament, actually.
I think it's quite good. I think it's quite good.
Yeah.
But it does, because you will most likely get the speed eventually, so it does kind of cut into your gas count because you're spending 200 gas instead of just 100. So.
Yeah.
But we do see the speed coming out.
He does decide to go for the speed. Wonder if he's going to use it for anything like thing attack or something, but those are so ineffective because Terran almost always just gets a full wall with CC first.
I think link speed is just really good because it helps against such a wide, almost every single Terran attack. You kind of want to have link speed. So I don't know if there's ever a point where like you ever feel like, I wasted money on link speed, I can't survive this attack. You know, I don't think you ever feel that way as a Zerg in ZVT.
Unless you're opening roaches or something, and then I think...
Even at that, though, I mean, like, if Hellions run by into your mineral frozen, it's always nice to have link speed to be able to catch them very quickly, you know?
Possible.
I like Hyun here walking down these rocks very early, even using his queens.
Showing that dislike for Dustin Browder. I like it.
Taeja is going for the third CC again.
Yep, we do see only 1 gas down, 2 workers on it.
Yep. Oh, 2 workers on the gas. That's interesting.
You think that's a mistake, or do you think that's intentional?
No, that's intentional.
We do see a third CC started as well.
Yeah, kind of liking this 2 workers on the gas.
Why?
Because it's Taeja?
It just makes a lot of sense, I think, like the way the economy works. You're gonna have like the 100 gas for stim right when you need it and stuff. Seems pretty smart.
Okay.
Fair enough.
We do see a batch of Hellions started at this reactor factory.
We do see a Roach Horn coming down again and a second gas.
Yep.
Could this be another Roach Bane?
The third CC is actually just out of sight for Hyun, so he doesn't know that it's happening yet.
You want to know what I'd love to see? I'd love to see a Roach Bane and the Roaches go through the back rocks. So the Hellions go through the front, they don't see the Roaches, and the Roaches sneak behind.
Oh,
actually, that might actually be
I've lost to that before.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
And that's why maybe he's being so vigilant about taking these rocks down. Maybe we'll see exactly that.
Or maybe he just really hates Dustin.
Maybe.
It's like, this is bad game design. Oh, Taeja is getting a starboard. Is he just gonna get a Viking? He doesn't really have money for anything else.
Yeah.
Yep, Viking coming out, but it's gonna be even tougher for Taeja to defend it this time because he's not gonna have any units. Like, is he gonna use the Viking to defend against the Roaches? No. So
you could micro with lifting it up and then.
Yeah, maybe landing it on the banelings or something.
Yeah,
next
I mean,
level.
if somebody were to do that, it would be Taeja, right? Oh,
yeah.
the money scan right there.
That scan just told Taeja everything he needed to know about this game.
Yep.
Hellion swinging around, trying to pick off any links that they can so they can't morph into banelings, stopping the creep tumor right there.
But still, can he hold it? Like, he has no units. He's making a tech lab on the starport, trying to get a Banshee out, but
we do see multiple.
He's also supply blocked.
This is pretty rough.
This is very rough. I'm not really sure what Taeja is going to be able to do here. He's making bunkers, but he doesn't have any units to put in the bunkers. Yes, they're landing the Viking. Maybe the Viking can do something.
Manning the depots. We do see these lings. Oh, if the Hellions could pick off any number of banelings, it would obviously be, goes without saying, it'd be really amazing for Taeja here. Yep, we do see the Hellion swinging in. He's going to try to pick off the banelings. I don't know if he's going to be able to make the shot. He doesn't go in time. The baneling smashing through this wall. Able to kill the first bunker and...
Killing both the bunkers here. And there's just one more bunker. There's 2 Widow Mines, and they might get some very good shots here. Maybe. No, they died to the banelings.
The banelings actually being able to kill them. All these SCVs surrounding the bunker, trying to keep it repaired. Roach is smashing through the front, though.
Yep.
Taeja not quite able to hold this bunker down. The Roach is killing every single Marine here.
This is
One
way
Banshee
too much damage.
almost
this
coming
is
out.
way too much, and Hyun just overwhelms Taeja.
And it looks like we see 6 or 7 more banelings, 7 more banelings being moved from the low ground. Reinforcements streaming across the map for Hyun. This Banshee's kind of working its way through the Roaches. 4 Hellions sitting here to greet these incoming Zergling.
Yep. And this build from Taeja was just way too greedy. Like he had no units to defend the attack, and Hyun doing what he does best.
What he's known for,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
SCV's being pulled, but everything for Taeja not looking good right now. 44 workers killed for Hyun. 4 times the supply right now is Taeja. This lone Banshee trying to work its way through the Zerg army. It's just not cutting it. 2 Banshees now. Taeja with 3 SCVs harvesting at the moment. It's not looking good.
Not looking good indeed.
Taeja down to 0 SCVs. Well, 1 now. But I mean,
But free
Mules
mules.
are pretty good, right?
Yeah. I think not even Taeja can win this game. There's still a mule left, but yeah.
And the final
It's kind
mule-
of like you don't want to leave the game as Terran because you're like, hey, I have the Banshees and there's
Yeah.
nothing Zerg can. Like,
And I mean, he might just. Oh, I think we
here are
see
the
a scan.
scans,
Yeah.
so
He just wants to see what Hyun has, and
he's still killing stuff with Banshees.
And Taeja finally drops a GG.
GG.
it's about time. It's about time.
Hyun trying to bring the series back to even, currently sitting at 1-2 against Taeja. Is that Hyun's happy face?
Yeah, I think he's looking a little happier now.
Really?
He's
Maybe a
looking-
bit relieved.
Yeah.
I guess.
He looks like he. Oh, and there we have Mana
Yep.
QXC in the background
fixing
there.
his hair. Oh, and there's Taeja.
There's Taeja. Still, does Taeja ever look not happy?
Does Taeja ever look happy?
Yeah, he always looks kind of happy to me.
You think so?
Do you think that looks happy?
No.
Yeah.
Who's that? Is that Demaga right there?
It's like a reserved happiness, I think. Where,
maybe.
Demaga?
Yeah, I think that's Demaga.
Yeah, that is.
Oh, and he's watching something.
Doesn't look like is he playing?
Oh, and look
Hey.
at these handsome fellas.
Wow.
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 About to
Oh,
happen in game
Nimbus,
4
so
here. Nimbus.
Just what did Hyun veto?
Yeah, that's
Like,
what I'm wondering too.
merry-go-round maybe.
Merry-go-round would be, yeah,
But-
and then we do get good positions for Hyun here. It's cross positions, so that means that. Yeah. Why don't we do the introductions though before we get ahead of ourselves, Destiny?
Indeed. Spawning in at the bottom left, we have the Red Zerg able to bring this back to 1-2. Looking for another 2 victories. We have Rockets Hyun! Spawning in at the top right, we have the Blue Terran looking to be in good form. Liquid's Taeja!
Wow. Wow.
Those introductions, man.
Little do you guys know, I walked in on Destiny last night and he was practicing those introductions in his room by himself. Into a mirror.
Yeah. Pretty sure I woke up late in the night to Taeja.
Walk into your bedroom and gauge your reactions.
This looks like Taeja gonna be playing Reaper on this map.
Jeez. Of all the maps,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess there's a potential for a free win if you catch the Zerg doing free hatch before boom.
Oh, I like what Hyun's doing here though. He's taking kind of the wrong hatchery. And this is just so that
Let
you
me
can get
guess.
Why?
You're going to argue that it's actually the right hatchery to take.
Wow.
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 Talk to me about that creep, baby.
I'm going to talk to you about the creep, Destiny. And I'm going to creep you out, okay?
No.
You get it?
Nope.
You get it?
I got it, but it
Okay.
doesn't.
So, yeah, this is just so that you can get your creep spread out as far as you can initially. It's a little bit harder if you take the in-base hatchery. You kind of have to spread it from your main outwards, whereas this is from your third outwards. So while in fact, this may look like the wrong hatchery, it's actually the right hatchery. Wow.
Wow.
That was an amazing explanation.
Thank you.
So also when you play Reaper and it's crossed like this, the Reaper will usually arrive like at the Zerg place. Yeah, if the Circus Crush, you're going to scout one position with the SCV, you're going to send the SCV back, send the Reaper to the other close position, and realize Zerg is not there. And the Reaper is going to arrive very late. Like, the Queens will already be out.
Taeja's going to be looking pretty sad, I think.
Yeah. Or wait, is he sending it straight cross?
Wow.
No.
Wow.
Wow.
Taeja obviously using map hack right now.
Obviously map hack. But he's doing the one Reaper into Reactor, and he might do the medevac build that's very popular on Nimbus. That's just like the Marine the Marine medevac build.
Is that the drop, right?
Yeah, the drop in the natural, the Hellions at the front.
Right.
However you want to do
it. Oh man, very nice control by Hyun there.
And very nice control by Taeja targeting that one lane.
Yep.
Yeah, that's always very hard. Like targeting the weak links and creep. That's you're gonna need some sick mouse accuracy for that.
Yeah, and I mean, Terran doesn't have to worry about mouse accuracy too much, but maybe a Zerg or something would have to worry a little bit.
It's kind of hard to hit the hatcheries with inject sometimes.
And we do see gasless from Hyun, so finally our prophecy is coming into fruition here.
See a third CC going up.
CC, yeah, I don't think Taeja wants to play the medevac build on cross. I think he was planning for it, but upon scouting cross, he kind of like pulled SCVs out of gas.
And Taeja just lost a Reaper to 2 Queens. He kind of
those 2 Queens are adventurous, man.
Are we doing?
These are some TLO Queens.
Are we doing something crazy here?
Oh, whoa.
Are we doing something crazy here?
This is some